Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Deepak and I'm currently pursuing B.Tech in Computer Science and Engineering at IIIT Kancheepuram. I recently completed my first year and I'm in summer vacation right now. So during my summer vacation, I built a hospital management system project using only C programming language. So in this video, I'll show you the complete project, how it works, the code behind it, and the GitHub repository. So what are you waiting for? Let's get started. So first of all, this is not just a simple store patient details project. I wanted to build something that feels closer to a real world application. That's why I designed the system with different entities like doctors, patients, appointments, bills, and all of these are connected together. For example, before booking an appointment, the patient must already be registered. Similarly, the doctor should also exist in the system. Only then an appointment can be booked. So there is a flow instead of independent features. Now let me run the project. As soon as the program starts, it asks, are you a receptionist or administrator? I added this because hospitals usually have different staff members with different responsibilities. So if I enter receptionist, as you can see here, I got these options. You can see register patients, update patient details, search patients, book appointments, generate bills, and a few more features. Let's register a patient first. I'll enter the patient's name. Let me enter the age and let me enter the gender and let me enter his mobile number. For now, I'm just giving a random mobile number like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. Here, one of the feature I added is if the phone number is not exactly 10 digits, the program won't accept it. It keeps asking until a valid number is entered. So after successful registration, the system automatically generates a patient ID. So the user doesn't need to manually manage IDs. Now let's book an appointment. When booking an appointment, it asks for both patient ID as well as doctor ID. But here's the interesting part. I don't directly create the appointment. First, the program checks whether the patient actually exists. Then it checks whether the doctor exists. The appointment gets booked only if both are present. Otherwise, the system shows an error message like this, as you can see here. This helped me understand how real applications validate relationships between records. Now let's generate a bill. Let me enter the patient ID 1001. Let me enter the consultation fee. Let it be 100 and let it be 500. The system automatically calculates the total bill amount. Then it stores the bill information for future access. Later, I can search and view that bill using the patient ID. Now let's switch to administrator mode. Administrator operations are protected using a password. So if someone enters the wrong password, access is denied. As you can see here, I created a constant variable for the admin password. Let me tell you again, this is not a wow kind of stuff, but this is a small security feature I wanted to add. Once logged in as an administrator, I got these options like add doctor, update doctor, search doctor, remove doctor, view reports, and so on. Now let's talk about the code. One of the biggest concepts used in this project is structures. I created separate structures for doctor, patient, appointment, and bills. Each structure stores the relevant information for that entity. For example, the patient structure stores patient ID, name, age, gender, and mobile number. Another important concept is linked lists. Instead of using arrays, I decided to store records dynamically using linked lists. Whenever a new patient or doctor is added, a new node is created using malloc. I also implemented node deletion for removing doctors and cancelling appointments. To be honest, Handling all the edge cases during deletion was one of the toughest parts of this project. Now let's talk about file handling. You can see files like doctors.txt, patients.txt, appointments.txt, bills.txt. Whenever a record is added, updated, or deleted, the data is saved into these files. And when the program starts, all those records are loaded back into linked lists. As you can see here, I have written the function for load doctors. This is probably my favorite feature in the project because it made the project feel much more realistic. Now let's open the GitHub repository. You can see all the source code here. I tried to follow modular programming principles instead of writing one huge main function. Now let's check the readme file. I added a proper readme explaining project overview, features, concepts used, how to run the project, and future improvements. While building it, I learned structures, linked lists, dynamic memory allocation, file handling, and most importantly, how to connect multiple concepts together to build a complete application. For future improvements, I would like to add database integration, graphical user interface, doctor schedules, patient medical history, and maybe convert it into a web application. So that's my hospital management system project. If you have any suggestions for improving it, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.